Where attention goes, energy flows. Do you know the price of your attention today? Did you know that the average price for a 30-second commercial at the Super Bowl is up to $6.5 million? So 1 second of your attention is over $220,000 per second. Now, why do you think that those big companies are paying such a big price for 30 seconds of air on TV? Is it because they have too much money, or is it because they understand the power of your attention and the power of seizing and grabbing your attention over the long term and the profit that it will give them? Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about the power of where you put your attention and how it can be powerful in creating life the way you want it and bring amazing things into your reality, or how it can also bring you down into a vicious cycle of further and further and further hardship. So let's go. Now, the reason why big companies pay so much money for your time, and whether it's the advertisement that you see on YouTube every time you watch a video on the side of YouTube, or every time you go on Instagram or Facebook, or every time you go out in the street, you will see everywhere as much ads as possible. Not only because that brings revenue to those platforms, but because it brings revenue to the people who invest in those ads. And that's because your attention today is the new gold. In fact, it's far more expensive and far more valuable than the gold could ever be. Because those big companies are literally making millions and millions and millions of dollars just by keeping you on their app. And the longer they can keep you on their app, and the longer those people can show you the ad, the more likely you are to buy or to purchase or to know even that they exist. Now, this is not a video about those companies or things like that, but it's to emphasize the power of your attention. And too often in the day, in our daily life, we give our attention to everything that triggers us around us. All the distractions, all the apps we have, all the notifications, all the ads, all the new things, all the noise around us. That's happening, and we don't even consciously take a moment to stop and be like, what am I focusing on? What is that worthy of my focus? Is that really where I want to give my energy? Is that really what I want to grow and bring more into my life? And if you don't think, maybe you don't understand the concept, and maybe you feel like, well, I'm not so sure how my attention can really, bring more things into my life. I mean, how does this really work? Think about this for a second. You can do that, a simple test in your own life. If you go out in the street, and I challenge you, I dare you to do that for a whole day or half a day, and you look for a random little act of kindness around you. You just look at people and that are being kind, right? So this is where you focus your attention. You're looking for something with expectancy, and you're looking for kindness. So you notice somebody who's stopping to let a person, cross the road. You see other people saying thank you and tipping the waitress here and there. Maybe you even feel compelled to help somebody do something, say some kind words. You notice those acts of kindness, and I guarantee you, the more you focus and the more you give your attention toward those kindness, the more you'll find people being kind to you, the more you start to see kindness all around you. And this is what I mean by where you put your attention is where you put your energy, and this is what grows into your life. The same way, if you put your attention on inflation and rising costs and the war and the this and the that and the all the calamities that are coming and all that narrative that is being given to you on TV non-stop, or wherever that source of information coming from, then you go to the supermarket and you start to see, oh my God, I think this is a little bit more expensive. Oh my God, this is a little bit more expensive. And then you start to give your attention to that narrative, to that reality, and now you start to become afraid. Now you start to feel scarcity. Now you start to feel like, oh my God, I'm having less. And you start to go into this downward spiral of scarcity simply because you are starting to give your attention in those places where there are equal amount of money still available all around us, and opportunities and ways to prosper and ways to grow way beyond the inflation, grow way beyond any of that. There's way for us to make this place much better. But in order to do that, we need to be able to focus consciously into those areas of our life. And this is why focusing on what you want, choosing where you put your attention, where you put your energy, it is so important. If you want to become a conscious creator in your life and not just be swayed by the narrative and the worldly event and the things that are going around you and just reacting to all the things that you've been told, to all the things that you've been shown through those media and social media and YouTube and all that noise. But if you choose, look, what is it worthy for me to focus on? What do I want more of in my life? And if you can start to look in your life for confirmation, for evidence, for things that support that, maybe you want more prosperity. Maybe you can start to meditate in the morning, 10 minutes, and connect to a greater source of prosperity, whatever fits your belief system. And just open yourself for the ability, the opportunity, for the possibility of receiving more. And you start to go into your life and you look for confirmation that you're connected, that you are connected to that source. And you start to look at that. Wow, gorgeous, beautiful cars all around me. That is an example of infinite abundance. Look at those amazing, huge, gigantic buildings, or beautiful house. Look at this amazing flower. Oh, look at that. I just got a little discount. Look at that. I just, sold something. And then you start to confirm yourself that abundance is really all around you. And I guarantee you, as you start to look for that, and you start to look at every little thing that you can, every little prosperity that comes your way, you take it like, okay, as a confirmation. Not only you're rewiring your subconscious mind, but you're also changing your energy, you're changing your perspective, and you start to invite more and create more. And by default, your mind is going to show you more of those things, and it's going to create more of those things, because this is where you put your energy. And we always magnetize what we put our energy to, whether it is something very empowering or whether it is something very dramatic. And this is the unique gift that we have as a human being, is that we have the ability to choose, to stop for a moment and choose consciously, what am I going to think? What am I going to focus on? What does it mean? What's a good thing for me to focus on today? What is worthy of my attention today? But too often we don't think. Somebody is thinking for us. And that's the problem that we have in our society today, right? Is that people are not thinking for themselves. They're letting other people's opinion and narrative just, think for them, create the reality. And that is a very dangerous one, because you don't know what their agenda is. When really we all have that gift to be conscious creators, and that's what my channel is all about, and that's why I make those videos. And I really invite you to stop, to consider. I don't know what you need to focus on. That's for you to decide. That's for you to know, what do I want more of in my life? And then start to go and look for those things. Everything that you can, be reminded of, everything that can give you like a confirmation, everything that can bring a new evidence in your life about that thing that you desire, look for it. If you want more love in your life, start not only giving love, but look at everything that reminds you of love all around you. You see a beautiful couple going around and be like, that is an expression of love. Love is all around. You see a beautiful flower, you see a painting, you see a movie, you see a person, you see everything that reminds you, look, love is all around us. You have to become a loving person to have more love in your life. This is why what you focus on is so important. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get a big takeaway of that, of just how important, just how valuable is your attention, and stop giving it away to other people just randomly like that during the day, but instead use it to your advantage. Use it to create what was, really given to you as a gift, to create your own life the way you want it. And let me know how that goes. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, guys. As always, I appreciate your attention in this video, and I will see you next time. Please give me a like, subscribe, invite other people to watch if you feel like it, and I will see you next time. Be well.